Just thought I'd make a short video. Looking at these, you might run into this type of issue on an old house or garage building of some sort. These are both pieces of wood, obviously. They look older than age. This is newer, this is old. But they're both technically considered the same thing. But if you look, you can tell this is flush on this side. It's not quite flush over here. And if I was to measure these, this new one is a 2.5 or 2x4. The new ones are 2.5. Well, this old one is actually 4. And the same goes for the other direction. I'm gonna have to show this a little differently, maybe. That's 2" right there. And as you can see, you can see here, that's 1.5. So they reduced it by a 1/2 inch on the newer stuff. What I found with these, usually when I'm just doing things, the thickness didn't really matter. So this was the issue I was having was the depth of these was actually 4 inches. The thickness you can't do a whole lot about unless you got like a planer and things like that. And that's kind of beyond what I would want to do. But what I ended up doing, if I needed like something that would, new board that would match this in thickness, I would take a 2x6, which is the next step up from a 2x4, because it's not a 2x5 or anything. It goes 2x6, 2x8, 2x10, 2x12. That's as big as I know you can get. And then you take and rip it off on a table saw, and you just set the fence here to however much you can either do it, how much you want to take off. You can set the fence to how much you want to remove, or you can set the fence to how much you want to save. Either way, you would end up, as long as you do it right and measure accommodate for the blade kerf, which is the thickness of the blade, you'd have a pretty good 2x4. It wouldn't be thickness of 2 inches unless you ran it through a planer or something like that. But for what I've had to do, that doesn't really matter. It's usually more the thickness. I had to match the thickness, not the depth. And a few places it did matter. And you can use shims, or you put a piece of like 1/2 inch plywood or something in there, and that gives you the space you need to attach whatever you need to. I just thought I'd make this in case people run into this. This is the board I tore out taking place in a door. It was full of nails and stuff, as you can see there, but I'm debating saving it because it's actually a 2x4, and it might be something down the road that I actually do need a true 2x4 for whatever reason.